Hello, this is Agentwright, 144 for ProjectDETA, and because of the previous recording failure, and literally nobody else is really racing on Ghost League at the moment, only because it's, 2:56 in the morning. Yeah, I'm not expecting much. I'm going to do some free play. So we're going to be on Watkins Glen. You're going to be doing 10 laps, and it's going to be pretty painful because I have it set to unbeatable, so eh. It's not going to be that long of a video, you know why. And plus, besides, it's Watkins Glen. It's a very, very fun course to race on, my personal opinion. But anyway, I'm going to go to a topic that I was going to be talking about in the next actual Ghost Lobby, but instead I'm just going to talk about it here. What are my thoughts on Forza 7? Um, oh yeah, I also hate that they start you in the lead. Alright, so my thoughts on Forza 7 is pretty fucking mixed, to be honest. I mean, there are a lot of things that they are doing that's really cool. Some things and features that was recently added from 6 is going to be implemented into 7, which is nice. But there are just a few things that I wish they wouldn't do. Number one, things that I'm like, what are you doing, Forza? Is the avatars. I just don't see why we need to have customized avatars. And yeah, I personally find it kind of irrelevant, I guess you can say, because depending on what viewpoint we're looking at, and I say a good 90% of the cars, I mean, unless you're doing open wheel, you're not going to see your avatar at all. But that's just, you know. The next thing is the lack of, or literally no, Toyota vehicles. That's right. I'm not joking. There aren't going to be any Toyota vehicles in this, and I don't know how to feel about this. I mean, ever since I've played 4, that's where I say my love of the Forza series started. Like I've played 1. I I can't say I skipped 2 and 3. It's more of I missed 2 and 3. But I played 4 in every game afterwards. I've played, and I won't say I've quote unquote beat, but I've put a lot of hours into. My issue that I mean, for all we know, it could be a licensing issue. I mean, it's the same thing with Sega and the Ferrari license issue. I mean, it's been over. I can say it's been over a good 5 years. I think 4 or 5 years since the last Outrun game, and it's kind of painful not having that series still alive. I mean, Daytona USA just came back, and I don't think it's officially out yet. I mean, there are some mixed reviews, but for the nostalgia guy inside me, I'm pretty stoked for that. But that's a different game for another, I guess, time. Um, what I'm concerned about though is wow, I probably should have just held back the first lap. Good lord. Well, then again, there is room for me to screw up. I mean, I am talking and driving at the same time. Errors will happen. Anyway, what I am truly, I guess, concerned about though, it's like this the direction they're going in. I mean, yeah, I mean it's great that they're going towards, I guess, more graphics intensive route versus, I guess gameplay. I guess. I mean, throughout the demos that I've seen of Forza 7, there are some things I'm like, oh, that's really cool. For example, when you're in this view, you can actually get rid of the wheel itself. If you That's like if you're using a racing wheel and you see as if the racing wheel is visually distracting, you can get rid of that. I mean, I find that really cool, to be honest. And if I'm concerned that that might be like a racing wheel exclusive thing only, where like you have to have a wheel on. Like if you're using your controller, then you probably won't have access to that. Or if you do have access to it, it'd be pretty confusing to use. I mean, actually, no, I can't say it'd be confusing to use. I mean, because you have views like this where you don't see the wheel, you have a view like this where you don't see the wheel, and you have those two views where you don't see your racing wheel. So, I don't know. I kind of contradicted myself there, but again, just what I'm thinking. But besides that, I mean, there's little hate here and there. Track-wise is where like the hate begins to simmer away. A little bit, not a lot, but a little bit. I mean, I don't know if they're. I'm hoping there better be. You know, there better be track packs because I mean, not don't include track packs with car packs. Like, have a legit track pack. I mean, yeah, I know. Are you crazy? You're telling Turn 10 to have to have us players spend more money for more tracks? Have you not played iRacing? Have you not played any of the actual real simulators out there that you have to pay real money, real expensive money to actually have access to really good courses, including ovals, amazing road courses out there too? I mean, think about it. None of these games, Project Cars, Forza, Gran Turismo, none of them has even touched the crux, the largest track pool out there. I would still say is iRacing because they have it all. But then again, they also have the fact that they can use the historic courses as well. I mean, like the older versions of certain courses before changes, repavements, and stuff like that. But again, track packs without having to worry about car packs. Have like for like VIP, like if there's gonna be VIP, of course you use the usual have car things and stuff, and events like that. But give us more, a little bit more, not a lot. We're just asking for a little bit more, like, you know, I don't know. What would I ask? What would one ask for? Maybe, I guess since we have avatars, have special things that VIPs can have access to that regular players wouldn't have access to. I mean, it's just all cosmetic, right? Like, make having VIP more cosmetic happy versus actual, like, gameplay advantage happy, because that just wouldn't be fair. That'd be dumb. That's stupid. I don't know what I'm thinking. Alright. But things to actually make me happy about the game. Oh my god. It's like, whenever I play Forza, if it's just one thing I'm always looking forward to though in a Forza game, is its sound. And my god, that game just sounds amazing. Again, this is just from the videos that we've seen, and not sure if there's going to be a demo or not. If there is a demo, I will download that demo oh so fast. I mean, actually getting to it. The actual downloading part, that's more my internet. Good luck on that. But yeah, I mean, I would love to see exactly what this game is going to have to offer. I mean, they did it for 6, and trust me, I think 6 was a day one purchase, I think. No, 6 was not a day one purchase. 6 was a delayed purchase. It was It was freaking Horizon 3. That was a day one purchase. Which was probably the first time I've ever actually done that to any video game series. So, have your honors here and there. Congrats, congrats, whatever. But yeah, vehicle sounds, a key. I don't want my vehicles to sound like a vacuum cleaner. Although, after watching and listening to a bunch of either iRacing, sometimes project cars, some cars kind of do sound like vacuum cleaners. Some of them. But we're talking more of the hyper prototypes. Just the cars that go stupid fast. There we go. I don't want to drift there. Again, I can if I lose my concentration for a split of a second, I can just wipe out instantly and just lose this race. Which I've already done once offline, well, on a different race online, I guess. But other things that I like as we get to our final lap, so I have to be quick about this. Things that I actually like. The track list looks pretty nice, but again, track packs. Car list is still going, so don't know how else to feel about that. That's up in space. I wonder if they're gonna actually have more open wheel vehicles. That'd be nice. Or if they have carts. I don't know. That'd be cool. Anyway, they're talked about the talk about story mode was pretty cool. I mean, I'm not sure what else to say about it. I mean, yeah, I really have nothing else to say about it. Oh my god, they really catch up fast. Um, the other thing I wanted to talk about before it's over, dynamic weather. Ah, finally! Finally! Jesus Christ! But better not be limited to like one course only. I mean, yeah, I know we're looking at a 100 gig download if you're getting it for the X, but god, jeez. I mean, it'd be wrong to only have that type of weather feature for one thing. But I don't know. And I think that's about it. Besides the dynamic weather, this and that. I mean, there's really not that much else that I've been following for 7. I mean, I've been more distracted with looking at Project Cars, but again, I like to look at all of the racing games that's out there, and still no news about Gran Turismo Sport yet. Uh, I mean, I don't know. The game's not going to be running at a smooth 60 frames. Yeah, I know, Forza. I mean, I don't understand. So who knows? I don't know. I'm not trying to start any console wars or anything like that because they're dumb anyway. But still, there's still room for improvements for all series. Dear God, no. I wish they didn't include Rio. That's just a personal thing. But enough of that. Until next time, probably Sunday, we might have another race. Hopefully this time with actual people. Who knows? Until next time, I'm Agentwright. Thank you for watching. And as always, have yourself a fantastic day. Geez, stomach. Could you at least wait till it's finished? Boy.